Yo, what's going on, y'all? Steve J Hoops here. We back again with another show. Man, it's a lot going on in Philly right now. We got to address everything. We got to talk about everything. But if y'all just tuned in, please make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and also don't forget to hit the bell notification icon. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to the sporting page in the building. Appreciate you. Shout out to my guy Michael. Sporting page says Maxey watches the sporting page. He probably does. He probably does, and he absolutely agrees with you. So yeah, shout out to the sporting page. Y'all can go sub to his channel. He says all the Embiid excuse makers reflecting on the on a park bench right now. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate you, sporting page. Appreciate you. Shout out to my guy Michael as well. But yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into this. Now I wanna do a brief recap on the game from last night. I was supposed to do it earlier, but let's just do it together, and then we're gonna talk about the main thing that we actually have to address, right? So the Sixers took on the Miami Heat on Monday night. Now, I originally had them favored in this game, right? I favored them in this game because the Sixers didn't really play too good against the Orlando Magic on Friday night, and they had 2 days rest. So I felt like that 2 days rest was going to be enough to just get enough rest, watch film, practice, do whatever. And then on Monday night, you take on the Miami Heat. And the Miami Heat, on the other hand, they were on a 3-game road trip to where on Sunday night they played the Indiana Pacers and they lost, right? So I just felt like all things are going to fall in place for the Sixers in order for the Sixers to win. But even though I did favor them, I still didn't count on Miami because Miami's a good, they're one of the best teams in the league, hard playing team, disciplined team, from top to bottom. They're very, very disciplined from ownership to the front office to coaching staff to the players. Like, this team is much disciplined, right? But in this game, the Sixers played a very, very good first half, right? Especially that first quarter, that was so effortless. The offense was good. Guys were getting touches. The ball was moving around in the first quarter, right, in the first frame, and you could tell that Miami was, they're playing on a back-to-back, so they were a little bit, what's the word that I'm looking for? Not gas, but you could clearly tell that their legs were heavy, right? So the first half, the Sixers had a very good first half, right? They played hard on both sides of the floor. The offense was good. They were executing at a high level. They were forcing turnovers. And Miami, on the other hand, was also playing hard, even though they were a little bit their legs were a little bit heavy. They were also playing hard. Shout out to my guy Mike in the building. Appreciate you. Salute. What's going on, bro? Beautiful Tuesday morning in Philly. I hope your day is going well. But the Miami Heat, like I said, they were playing hard, even though they were a little bit gassed from, the back-to-back. And they had their guys. Jimmy Butler missed the game prior. He didn't play on Sunday, but he played against the Sixers because he's dealing with a twisted ankle, sprained ankle, whatever that is. But he came in, and him just being out there for the Miami Heat was just a good positive for them because they have their best player. Jimmy Butler's a great leader for them because he holds everybody accountable. He doesn't tell people to do something that he's not going to do, right? He's a very, very good leader. And Thomas, I'm gonna put you in timeout because you a clown. I'm gonna put you in timeout because you a clown. Shout out to Thomas Talented in the building, man. Shout out to Thomas. He's been on a troll tour, going from places to places, trolling the Sixers, but it's all good. But yeah, Jimmy Butler, being the leader that he is, he held everybody accountable. I mean, Eric Spoelstra, being a good coach that he is, was able to, galvanize the troops, even though they were down big. I mean, the Sixers went up huge at some point in the second quarter. I think they went up by, if I'm not mistaken, by 19 points. They had a 19-point lead. And then everything changed, and then they ended the quarter. Miami went on a huge run to cut the deficit to 3 points, and then all of a sudden the Sixers were only up by 3 points heading into the third. Now, in the second half, that's where everything went worse for the Sixers, where the execution wasn't there, the effort wasn't there, the hustle wasn't there. The rotations could be questionable as well. Paul George, Embiid, all these other guys, they didn't really show up in the second half as they were supposed to. And Paul George, Embiid, the best, the two best players, 1 and 2, however you want to determine that, they didn't set the tone for the guys, right? They didn't set the tone for the guys, and Nick Nurse also didn't do a good job with his rotations, right? He didn't do a good job with the rotations, playing some of these guys a lot of minutes. Now, the first person that comes to mind is Kyle Lowry. Now, Lowry has been playing a lot of minutes, but he's been struggling he's been struggling very, very badly, right? He's getting open looks, but can't make a shot on defense. He's getting these switches onto these big players. Now, yeah, he can hold his own in the post, but on the perimeter, he's just trash. And I don't know why these switches keep happening, because Kyle Lowry is just, he's just not that guy anymore, right? He's not that guy anymore. And he keeps getting these switches in the post, on Jimmy Butler, on some of these bigger players, and they keep taking advantage of him, right? So, that is coaching right there, right? That is definitely coaching right there, because teams are not supposed to be getting mismatches in the post as often as they do. But every time teams play the Sixers, for whatever reason, they seem to get these mismatches in the post all the time. I mean, Maxey was one of them, where you'll see Maxey guarding some of these bigger players, right? Some of these big power forwards and centers, and you got a frail Maxey trying to stop a 7-footer, trying to stop a Giannis, trying to stop a Scotty Barnes, and it's just like he has no chance to stop these guys, right? So, but the second half was very, very terrible for the Sixers, where I think we have to give the Miami Heat a lot of credit. We got to give Eric Spoelstra a lot of credit, because he was able to galvanize the troops. He called the timeout when it was needed. He put in the right players that was supposed to be in the game, and guess what? They went on the run. Jimmy Butler did what he did what he was supposed to do as a leader and as the best player on the team. An efficient 30-point game, 8 for 12 from the field. I think he had like 13 free throws. He made all 13 of them. And then I think another guy who deserves to get a lot of credit is Tyler Herro. Now, Tyler Herro did struggle in the first half, right? He struggled in the first half. He only scored 2 points in the first quarter. And in the second frame, he scored no points, right? So just 2 points in the first half. But then he gets in the third quarter, and then he gets in the microwave, and it's just like everything's falling in place for him, right? He's making shots, he's getting to the basket, he's making plays, and y'all need a power forward. And 212. Wait, Thomas, why are you so bothered with PG's contract? Why is that the only thing you always bring up? I don't get that. I mean, you keep bringing 212. I mean, I'm gonna keep bringing up OG Anunoby, bro. You keep bringing up the contract. I'm gonna keep bringing up OG. And you know what my talking point is going to be every single time. I mean, the last time somebody was on this show telling me with a straight face that OG Anunoby's Kobe Bryant. So let that sink in, right? But yeah, the Sixers, I mean, Tyler Herro got into a microwave, and he started to cook, right? And that was the adjustment that Espo made by getting Tyler involved in the offense, putting him in pick and roll actions, putting him in situations to be successful. And Tyler Herro did a great deal for them, dropping 16 points in that third frame alone, right? He scored 16 points, and the Sixers as a team, they also scored 16 points. So you could say that Tyler Herro outplayed the Sixers just by himself as a player, right? By dropping 16 points. And that's where the Sixers offense went cold. Paul George was nowhere to be found. Embiid was nowhere to be found. Other guys were nowhere to be found. And it's just he says OG Anunoby is outscoring 212. Okay, because OG Anunoby, no team sits there and says, let's game plan for OG Anunoby. Let's try to stop OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby scores in transition. He scores because guys are double teaming Jalen Brunson. Guys are double teaming Karl Anthony Towns. And guess what? He gets open. He gets in transition. Guess what? He gets all these easy points. He's not breaking guys off the dribble. He's not demanding any double teams. He's not creating any plays. That's not his game. So I'm not mad at that. He's scoring, which that's what he's supposed to do. But don't make it seem like he's getting the ball, demanding these double teams, breaking his guy down off the dribble and getting to the basket and shooting threes and doing all of that, because he's not doing that. He's not doing that. He's playing off of Jalen Brunson. He's playing off of Karl Anthony Towns, and he's playing off of Mikal Bridges. That's what he's doing. So let me go ahead before I was rudely interrupted. But yeah, Tyler Herro did, he got in the heater, cooked the Sixers in that third frame. And the Sixers, the defense on the perimeter was trash. The defense in the post was trash, and they gave up a lot of wide open looks, not closing out to these shooters. Now, the rotations on the weak side, it was better in the first half, but again, they always seem to break down in the second half, which I don't know why that happens. They play hard in the first half, and then in the second half it's non-existent. And the body language from some of these players is just like they don't want to play, they don't want to be out there. And the only guy who was a positive in this game for the Sixers was Jeremy Kane. And it is very shocking for me to even say this, because I ain't even expect too much from Jeremy Kane, because I don't watch college basketball, but for Jeremy Kane to be the best player for the Sixers, or to be the best performer on the Sixer team for 2 games in a row, that shows you how bad the Sixers have been so far at the start of the season, right? Paul George has only had one good game, and that's it, right? Only one good game against the Knicks. And the Sixers, they did lose that game. But since then, he hasn't really shown up for the Sixers in a huge or in a positive way, right? Against the Orlando Magic on Friday night, prior to this Miami Heat game against them, he was terrible, right? I think he went 0 for 8 before he made his 9th field goal attempt in that game, which that was some great action. We got to give him credit for that. Give him credit for that play call, give him credit for the shot making. But against this Miami Heat team right here, he did show up in the first half. Right, we got to give him his props. The first half, first quarter, whatever that was, he finished with 12 points. And then in the second half, it's just like they just didn't care anymore. Right, they just didn't care anymore. The effort wasn't there. The body language was trash, and they looked so defeated on the bench. Right, they looked defeated. It was like, this is over with. There's nothing we can do about this. Right, so Paul George needs to get blamed. Embiid needs to get blamed. Nick Nurse has to get blamed, right? It starts from the top to the bottom. I can't just wake up and give Kelly Oubre all the blame. Yeah, he does fuck up sometimes, right? But the best players are also fucking up. The best players are also fucking up. So I think you have to start from the top and then work your way all the way to the bottom. Who said OG was Kobe? They need to be... Hey, ask TuneIn Sports, because he was on the show. This Knicks fan came in the chat and told me that OG Anunoby is Kobe Bryant. So I'm not making this up, bro. Shout out to my guy A in the building. Appreciate you. Remember when Brian Colangelo was fired for calling Embiid lazy? It looks like he was right after all. It definitely looks like he was right. Which we're definitely going to get to that part. I just want to, briefly talk about this game and get this game out the way, and then we're going to get to the main event, right? We're going to get to the main event, and there's ether on the way for some of these players on the screen. So, yeah, I appreciate you for bringing that up, Appreciate you. But, yeah, it was terrible from the Sixers part, especially in that second frame. In the second half, interesting stat, the Miami Heat scored more points in the third quarter than the Sixers did in the entire second half. I'm going to repeat that again. The Miami Heat scored more points in just the third quarter alone than the Sixers did in the entire second half. The Miami Heat out-hustled the Sixers. They outworked the Sixers. And it's just frustrating for me to come and sit up here and keep saying these things over and over and over again. Like the Sixers being overworked, the Sixers being out-hustled, and the Sixers not showing effort from start to finish. They just do it for a certain portion of the game, but they don't do it for the entirety of the game. Right? They just don't do it for the entirety of the game. And Embiid sometimes, looks lazy. Now Embiid is coming from a knee injury, which, sometimes you have to cut him some slack, right? Because before this game, I'll give him this, before the game even started, he was listed as doubtful. And I thought he wasn't even going to play. So it was up until about 20 minutes before tip off. It was up to 24. I mean, yeah, it was like 20 minutes prior to tip off. That's where Joel Embiid just showed up, and he started the game and he played. So I think he was sick. I guess you would give him that. But me personally, I'm not giving him no excuse. Right? I'm not giving him no excuse. I've been I've been taking it easy on Joel Embiid, but this time around, I'm not giving him no excuse. If you step on the court, you're telling us that you're ready to play, and the effort out there was trash. And Sporting Page, I see you're saying that it's not Nick Nurse, but Sporting Page, I think we have to consider this though. Nick Nurse made some changes when the Sixers had that, what you call it, when the Sixers had that the 19-point lead, right? And as soon as he made that change, that 19-point lead erased to a 3-point lead heading into the third quarter. Right? Overplaying some of these guys, and you're not playing some of these younger players. I think he has to get some blame. And also he's the head coach. And if the team is playing lazy, I think it's safe to blame the coach. Right? If they're not giving any effort out there, if they're not working hard on the floor, I think that's coaching. You definitely got to point to the coaching as well. You don't give the whole blame to the coach, but I think they deserve some level of blame as well, because it seems like you didn't get the team ready enough to play. So that's on that note, that's how I will blame them. Why y'all still hating on OG? I'm not hating on OG. One of your brethrens came in here and told me that OG is Kobe Bryant. And y'all can ask Tune In Sports and anybody else who was in here. They scared of man. We is, bro. We is. We is, bro. I guess, man. I guess. Yeah, that OG and Kobe comment was nasty work. So I'm not lying. Tune In Sports, who was on the show, can confirm that I'm not lying. I'm not making this up. Shout out to the man in the building, man. Shout out to Mike Sports Vibes. Y'all can go check his channel out. A hybrid sports fan, a Minnesota Vikings fan, and everything else. Philly. Y'all should definitely go check him out. Yeah. So as much blame that we have to give to the players, I think we have to give we have to give some of the blame to the coaching staff, right? Because you don't just blow a 19-point lead just like that, right? Something definitely happened. And I don't want to sound like I don't want to keep repeating the same thing over and over again, but we all know how they blew that 19-point lead. Now, 19-point lead is not a safe lead, but to head into the second half and not play with the same effort that you played with in the first half, that's definitely coaching. I think it's safe to give the coaches some blame. And then the lack of execution on the floor, we can blame the best players as well. We can blame the Joel Embiids. We can blame Paul George. And, for, like I said, for Jerry McCain to be the best player on the Sixer team is very, very embarrassing to Paul George, and it's embarrassing to Embiid as well, right? Because Jerry McCain was the only bright spot on this team. He says OG is defensive and offensive, similar to Kobe. Not as good, but close. Wait. OG is defensive and offensive, similar to bro. We're not doing that, bro. We are not doing that. OG is not no Kobe Bryant, bro. You're trying to put them in the same sense. You're trying to put them in the same sense as two-way players, and they're not the same. Now, defensively, yeah, he's probably better than Kobe defensively, right? Even though, Kobe is one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. But offensively, the gap is not even close. The gap is much closer defensively than it is offensively. So y'all need to stop. Jeez. Y'all need to stop this, man. God. I guess, Sporting Page. I guess maybe another Kobe Bryant. Are you talking about Kobe White? That Kobe? Maybe you're talking about that Kobe in Chicago, but not Kobe Bryant, not Bean. Man, y'all killing me with this, man. But yeah, so I think at this point, Yeah, it's just crazy, man. It's just I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I think at this point, yeah, it's fair to give the players blame. Paul George and Embiid, you got to give Embiid some got to give him blame. I mean, I'll give him all the blame to be honest with you because he's the best player. If this team was 11-1, guess what? Embiid will be getting all the credit in the world, right? So it's just safe to give him most of the blame. But Nick Nurse has to get some blame too for the rotations and the lack of execution on the floor as well. But let's just switch gears and talk about the main thing, the main event of the show, right? Let's talk about the main event of the show. If you just came in, please make sure you smash the like button. Shout out to my guy Derillis in the building, bro. Appreciate you. Embiid will be leaving Philly. We'll see, man. But yeah, Thomas. At this point, I think you're really obsessed with PG, bro. You're really you're really obsessed, and it's just I don't know. But let's talk about this, man. So after last night's game, the Sixers had a team meeting, right? Had a team meeting, and that's why Nick Nurse was late to his post game presser. It was a long meeting. It was about an hour and a half or something. And he did apologize when he got to when he was doing his post game interview, saying that they had a team meeting. Now, the specifics of what actually took place in the team meeting, we don't really know, but we just know a couple of things that was, said, by, Shams Charania, shots of Shams, NBA insider who OG's better than PG. OG better has made the most dunks this season. Hey, Brooklyn Knicks fan, shout to the Knicks. They're doing good. Your shout to the Knicks. OG, if you think OG's as good as Kobe, all right, cool, no problem. Right? I just disagree. Right? I just disagree, and that's it. Um, so the actual specifics that really took place in this team meeting is not really out there, even though we have, so I got some bullet points from this team meeting. So I will go over my bullet points and we're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna break everything down. So this was from this was from my young boy, shout out to him, shout out to Jacob, went to the same college, but he's just younger than me, but shout out to him. But the first bullet point is that Kyle Lowry was the player for the meeting. Now, Kyle Lowry's, he's supposed to be one of the leaders on this team, which, I mean, it sounds a little to an extent because, he's one of the players that's playing like, he hasn't been himself. I think since the Phoenix Suns game, Kyle Lowry hasn't really been anything. He's not making shots, offense. He's not running the offense the way he's supposed to. He does push the rock. He pushes the break in transition sometimes, but overall, the actual impact on the floor, he has impact that we are not. We don't know locker room. Maybe we just don't know about it. He says not saying he's Kobe, not saying he's on Kobe's level, but he's showing he can play at that level if he was the focal point of his own team. He got that skills to do it. My God, man. Listen. Man, you can't make this up, man. But hey, I mean, that's your opinion. I just disagree. Kyle Lowry being the one who called for this meeting, I mean, it's a great sign, but I'm just a little bit disappointed that the actual best player on this team, the franchise player on this team, not being the one who called this meeting is what I'm disappointed at. Kyle Lowry is one of the best. I was expecting if somebody was the one behind this meeting actually taking place, I think it should have been Joel Embiid because you're the best player. You're always preaching that you want to win, whatever it takes, right? So I was just thinking that he was supposed to be the one to have called this team in. But I mean, I have no issues with Kyle Lowry because he has seen something or he's noticed, a pattern that's going on with this team that is not really suitable for a team that is supposed to be quote unquote championship contenders. So Kyle Lowry actually, calling this, it's good, but it was supposed to be somebody else, or it should have been a collective effort. Kyle Lowry and Embiid should have been, the one behind this. And Embiid, he's supposed to be one of the best players on this team, or the best player on this team, and the franchise player, one of the leaders on this team. I was expecting him to take that approach, but it's fine. But having a team meeting early on in this season is always going to be a little bit, because team meetings happen all the time. But for a team, for the Sixers to have it this early in the season, it's just, it's just. It's not a good look, right? It's not a good look. Smash the like button as y'all come in. Smash the like button. He said, imagine Kobe taking a back seat to Jalen Brunson. Man, y'all cracking me up in the section, man. Y'all funny as hell. Sporting page, you funny as hell, man. But hey, apparently OG had his own team. He could. Hey, I ain't even gonna go into that. But yeah, that's the first bullet point. And the second one is that Tyrese Maxey challenged Joel Embiid to be on time for team activities, stating his lateness for everything affects the team. Now, first of all, shout out to Tyrese Maxey for actually stepping up for this team, right? Shout out to him for actually stepping up. And I'm disappointed in the coaching staff to a certain degree, to a certain point. But also, I mean, in today's game, if you're a coach and you call a player out, guess what? You might get fired, right? So maybe that's one of the reasons why some of these coaches are not able to call out Embiid for, doing some of the things that he's doing. So I'm glad Tyrese Maxey actually had the balls to do it. And I mean, Maxey's definitely in that, he's in that position to call out Embiid, right? He signed a max extension. I mean, he's one of the best players on the team. He has, what Shaq will call, I mean, I'm not going to say G14 classification, but he definitely has, he's one of the leaders on the team, one of the best players on the team. So he has, he has a right to, call out Embiid if he feels like he's fucking up. Now, I think Joel Embiid should bow his head down in shame, right? I think Joel Embiid should bow his head down in shame that it took a 24-year-old Tyrese Maxey, who's in his 5th season, to actually call him out on some of the things that he's doing, right? Being late to, everything. Now, everything could mean, team practices, shoot arounds, film sessions, the flights, the bus rides, what have you. It could be anything, right? And by the sound of it, I don't think that this is something that just started. I think it's something that has been going on for a long time. And Maxey probably just, he had enough of it, right? He probably had enough of it. And he was just tired of the Joel Embiid antics on this team, right? Not taking things seriously, not showing up on time, being lazy, not showing dedication to this team. And I'm glad Tyrese Maxey actually did it. Now, I'm disappointed in Embiid because as much as he preaches this, I want to win a championship. All I want to do is win a championship. And for him, he says everything means everything. You're right. Everything does mean everything. But for Joel Embiid to, preach this, I want to win a championship and not showing, the dedication that he's supposed to show. Now, I was one of the biggest supporters of Joel Embiid playing in the Olympics because I thought with him playing in the Olympics, for number one, his mindset was going to change because if you're around some of these best players, the Kevin Durant's, the Steph Curry's, even his buddy Jason Tatum, who just recently had won a championship, even though Jason Tatum didn't really play that much in the Olympics, but I expected Embiid's mindset to change on a lot of things, right? When you look at Steph Curry and his work ethic, you look at LeBron James, you look at these, Kevin Durant, some of these established players in the league. I was expecting that to, change Embiid's mindset and make him a little bit more serious and dedicated on wanting to do whatever it takes to win a championship. Sporting Page says, DFJ, understand that Nurse and Lowry are the ones who supported Maxey in this call out. If they weren't there, Maxey wouldn't have been able. Oh, if they weren't there, Maxey wouldn't have been able to. Good for them. And that's that's another thing too. Sporting Page, appreciate you for pointing that out. Um, that even makes it worse, right? That even makes it worse because Embiid has to be better, right? Embiid has to be better. And like I said, with him playing in the Olympics, I thought it was going to change his mindset, but apparently I was wrong, right? Apparently I was wrong. The trolling and, this dude is 30 years old talking about, I'm a troll. This dude is 30 years old, a veteran in this league, been in the league for like 10, 11 years. He's heading into his 11th season, even though this is 9th playing season. It just makes it worse, right? It makes it worse for him to, be childish and immature and not take things as serious and as necessary. And for a youngster to call him out, I think that tells you everything about Joel Embiid, and it gives the haters and the criticizers more ammo to go at him, right? Sporting Page is just gonna Sporting Page is just gonna continue to go at this cat. He's gonna continue to go at him because Sporting Page has called him in the past, right? Sporting Page always calls him out, and it's just terrible. It's very, very terrible, and it brings the question up: does Embiid really want to get traded from Philly? Because Darilla's just came in the chat and he said that Embiid wants to leave Philly, right? And that's not the first time he's saying that, right? That's not the first time he's saying that. He said that multiple times. That Embiid really wants to leave Philly. He really wants to get up out of here. Now, Embiid has been here essentially his whole career, right? He's been here his whole career. The fans are behind him, but he's starting to lose the fans, right? He's starting to lose the fans, and Tyrese Maxey and maybe even Jared McCain might start to gain most of these fan base. Yo, Sporting Page is funny, man. He says Sporting Page didn't need no ammo. All that happened was basic forecasting. That's how you evaluate basketball, just like life. You can tell who's about it and who's not. Yeah, that is true. That part is true. Smash the like button, yo. Shout out to my guy Humble for pulling up, man. He says Joel thinking about joining James Harden in them ATL strip clubs. Man, y'all funny, man. Y'all funny. But I think Maxey actually calling out, Joel Embiid is really a bad look for, how bad Joel has been. And, like I said, I don't think this is the first time this has happened. I think he's had a pattern of doing this, and Tyrese and, Nick Nurse and Kyle Lowry, they just, they had enough of it, right? They had enough of it, and they had to call him out, because if your leader is, being late, not showing the dedication that he's supposed to show, not caring about the team and, doing things on his own time and, not being accountable, guess what? The other guys they're going to follow in pursuit, right? The other guys are going to do the same thing. And it's just a bad look. Now, I'm glad this happened on the flip side, even though I don't want the Sixers to be in the news, for always the wrong reasons, because that's what it always seems like. But again, this could be a good thing for them right now. I'm going to get to this in a few minutes here. I have like two more bullet points that I want to cover, and then, I'll get my thoughts. Brooklyn Knicks fan says Embiid to the Clippers with Harden for Kawhi Leonard. I mean, I don't see why both teams would make that move, though. I don't think the Clippers are going to make that move, bro. Tyrese Maxey just became the leading candidate for league MVP, number one on the MVP ladder. Nah, Jokic still is. Now I hope Jokic is okay. I heard he's gonna miss his third game in a row. I don't know what's going on with him. They said it's for personal reasons, but hopefully everything is okay with him. A says Brian Colangelo had enough of Embiid too. Yeah, that could be the reason why. And that was early on. That was early on in the process year. So, that tells you a lot. That tells you a lot. The third thing that I want to go over is Embiid accepted Maxey's words, but said he's confused about what the Sixers are executing on the court at times. Now, this is a bad thing to say. This is not the this is not the good. This is not a this is a very, very bad thing to say. And it makes me question, like, how are you confused with what the Sixers are trying to execute on the floor when you're supposed to be the best player? Right, you're supposed to be the best player. You're supposed to be, the offense is supposed to run through you. You're supposed to be the main part on defense. How are you confused with what the Sixers are trying to execute on the floor? That makes me a little bit confused as well. And then again, you're barely on the floor. Right, you're barely on the floor. You're in and out the lineup. You play today, you don't play the next day. So sometimes it's just a little bit confusing for Nick Nurse and the coaching staff to run a certain offense that can benefit some of these guys on the team. Because when you're not in the lineup, they have to play a certain type of way, and then when you come in the lineup, they have to play a certain type of way as well. So you not being out there also, you're not being out there on the floor could contribute to why you're confused with what the Sixers are trying to execute on offense. Now, the offense hasn't been that great. Right? I'm not saying it's been that great. I mean, the numbers clearly tell the Sixers are bottom 5 in offensive rating, probably bottom 5 in points as well. I don't know. I haven't looked at I haven't looked at the stats yet, but they're probably one of the worst teams offensively, right, and defensively as well. They're one of the worst teams rebounding wise. I mean, everything is not looking good for the Sixers. Let me just put it that way. It's not looking good for the Sixers. Everything is terrible for them. But Embiid not being out there for this team is why, in my opinion, he's confused, because the offense has to be two different ways every single time when he's off the floor versus when he's on the floor. So if he was out there enough, he probably wouldn't be confused with what the Sixers are trying to execute on offense, right? But again, if you're supposed to be the best player on this team, if you're supposed to be dedicated to winning, if you really care about winning a championship, how do you not know what the Sixers are trying to execute on the offensive side of the floor, or on the court in general? How do you not know what the Sixers are trying to execute? Right. It's just a bad look for them. It's a bad look on his part, because he's clearly showing us that he's not really dedicated to winning. Right. And him being late to everything, that proves why, again, he's confused with what the Sixers are trying to execute on the floor. Because you're always late to practices, always late to the team meetings, always late to the to shoot arounds, to film sessions and stuff like that. You don't really fully go through what the team goes through. So that could be another reason why, is because you're always late. Right? Sporting Page says, so Embiid is confused. Why? Hey, that's a great. Hey, Sporting Page, that's a great point. That's a great point. If he's confused, why didn't he call it himself? That's a great point. That's definitely a great point, because I mean, in college, now I know it's, but I think these two things could correlate. In college, if you're confused with whatever the professor's going over, guess what? You set up an appointment and you go over the material that he was talking about. So if Embiid was confused, why did he not call this meeting so they could talk about things that the Sixers try to execute on the basketball court? That's a great point, Sporting Page. Exactly. Exactly, A. He's confused because he's always late for everything, even the bus rides. Oh man, he's confused as to where he should sit on the bus. I mean, it's I'm laughing at this, but this something very very serious. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm laughing, shout out to I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hey, I appreciate you. This is probably my first time seeing you on the show. I hope you're subbed to the channel. Smash the like button as well. Appreciate Brooklyn Knicks fan too as well. This is not a good look for the Sixers at all, right? And I'm making light of it, but this has to be addressed. And I just got a notification that Joel Embiid was upset that Maxey called him out. So if you if you're upset, then why weren't you doing the right thing from the start? Why would it have to take a 24-year-old to call you out on this? You're not doing the right thing. That's why he called you out. Because Maxey's dedicated to his craft. Now, I'm not saying Embiid is not dedicated to his craft because I mean he puts in the work, he works on his game, but when it comes to in terms of trying to win and his mindset towards winning, it's just not right. It's just not right. And for it to take a 24-year-old to call you out, I think Embiid should bow his head down in shame. You should bow your head down in shame. Brooklyn Knicks fan says Tyrese and McCain should be our future. Build around them and trade Embiid while he's healthy now for pieces. I mean that is a good point. That is a good point too because I've been hearing this in Sixers Nation. Excuse me. I've been hearing this for over a week now. Ever since Jared McCain started performing playing well for a rookie, all I keep hearing is trade Embiid, try to get pieces, and build this team around Maxey and McCain. Now I've been hearing that. Now those people might have a point. If Embiid continues to act like this, right, they might have a point because that could mean that he probably doesn't want to be here anymore, and he wants the team to trade him. That's why he's doing this. But it's a terrible look for them. Yeah, A in the comments say he laughing, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. And the last bullet point is the players say they want to be coached harder, and in turn, the coaching staff said they need practice with more purpose and attention to detail. Now, with this right here, the coaching staff, I don't think you're going to get that because Embiid and Paul George being, they're not healthy. So I don't think you're going to get that consistently. But I'm glad the players are also saying this, that they want to be coached harder. And, Nick Nurse, being the head coach that he is, I think Nick Nurse is definitely a top 5 head coach in the league. People might disagree with me, but I think he's definitely top 5. And the players actually, shout out to the players for making statements like that because they are showing that they really want to do something special. They're showing us that they really want to win, and they're not showing you what Joel is showing you, right? Joel is, he's something else, and Joel at his post game presser was very, very very, very acting childish and immature like he always does at 30 years old, being a troll. Who even does that? Who even does that, man? But my guy Humble says, what is it with practice and practice? We talking about practice, man. Not the game, not the actual game. Hey man, I don't know, man. I just don't know. Shout out to my guy Brian Pumper in the building, bro. Appreciate you. Maxey is being a real leader. Yeah, listen, after Maxey stepping up, I think Maxey really gained he gained more respect from me. I already got a ton of respect from Maxey, for his love for the game, how he's dedicated on working on his craft. But, him actually calling out Joel Embiid, that I think that shows us that, he has some leadership qualities that some of these guys on the team don't have. Paul George is not a leader. Paul George is not a leader. Right? Paul George is not a leader. And BJ, I had this conversation with you the last time. You said Paul George should be the second option. I'm sorry. Maxey got to be the second option. Now I know Paul George is more established, but Maxey got to be the second option. Maxey got to be the second option because Maxey's always bringing it every single night, whether he's inefficient or not. He's still being aggressive. He's still attacking, still going to the basket, not scared of nobody. But Paul George is the complete opposite. If his shots is falling, cool. And in the game against the Miami Heat, he was aggressive in the first half, but in the second half, it just left. It just disappeared or whatever. But so yeah, I think Maxey should be the second option, or even sometimes he should be the first. If Embiid don't want to be here, then I guess we'll have to trade him. But yeah, Maxey's definitely the second option. Paul George, I'm sorry, bro. This is what happens when our best player is a. Hey, Brian Bummer, you funny as hell, man. You funny, man. Said a volleyball player. Maxey would love the Knicks. They would push him like he wants to during practices. Bro, nobody wants to be on that garbage ass Knicks team, bro. Win a championship and then come back in the comment section, bro. Win a championship and then come talk to me, bro. If y'all practice hard as much as y'all do, why is it taking y'all 51 years to win a championship? I'll wait. Oh, man. Humble, this is deeper than practice. Even AI wasn't late to everything. That's facts. AI was never late. AI was never late. I mean, he didn't practice sometimes, but I mean, if he's practicing, he's going to give it everything. Right? He's going to show up early. He's going to do his job and not try to half-ass it like some of these other guys do. Tibbs will work Tibbs will work Maxey and make him better. I guess, man. I guess. Well, Brooklyn Knicks, I'm gonna ask you again. Why have the Knicks not won in 51 years? And it took y'all super teams. It took y'all to have super teams to win championships, bro. Get out of here. Hey, appreciate you for being here, bro. Appreciate you. Nurse not slick though. I know he leaked it to Clutch, but I'm cool with it. If he did, I mean, I've heard that too, but it's not really. I don't have any evidence to prove that he did, but I think he definitely leaked it. He definitely, there's something that went on behind the scenes, but I just don't have enough evidence, so I don't I don't want to speculate. Maxey is the first option. Hey, Thomas, you're the same one that said OG is the second option on the Knicks. I don't trust you, bro. Now, if you're saying Maxey got to be the first option after this right here, okay, I agree with you. I would agree with you to a certain degree. You trust Maxey over Embiid and Paul George? I mean, yeah, okay, yeah, I could agree with you. I could agree with you, but I mean, Embiid has to establish himself as the best player. I don't think with Maxey you can win a champion. You can win a championship or go deep in the playoffs. It don't really happen like that with little guards, right? Now, yeah, it happened with Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas, and but for the most part, it don't really happen like that. So Embiid has to be the best player on this team if the Sixers really want to be successful. So yeah, he said Maxey and McCain finna be fire. Send them old dudes packing. I mean, they'll ball out. I mean, they'll give you a lot of points, but how many points will it take the Sixers to make a deep postseason run? Because Embiid is definitely let's not Well, with everything that's going on, Embiid is definitely one of the best players that the Sixers have ever had, and the Sixers have to take advantage of it, right? You got to take advantage of it and try to put yourself in the spot to compete for championship. But Embiid has to be better. The coaching staff have to be better. Everybody has to be better. But I'm glad that Maxey called him out. I'm so glad about this. Can't believe the Wizards and the Sixers got the same record. I mean, that's what happens if your best player is late for everything. That's what happens. Tony Sports, who said be the first scoring option? Y'all mad because he's showing y'all everything I told y'all he can do. So now we want to be smart ass and say number one scorer instead of. Well, I want you, what you call it, Thomas. I want you to rephrase that again. You talking about OG? OG ain't no second option on the Knicks. He's not even a third option on the Knicks. He'll be the fourth, or maybe fifth. Not a good argument. 51 years argument is outplayed. The staff was completely different those years. The staff was completely different those years. So stop it. Hey, but I mean, how long have y'all had Thibodeau as a head coach? And y'all had losing seasons sometimes. Even with Thibodeau as the head coach, y'all have had losing seasons, and y'all haven't been out the second round just like us. So I think what you're saying is also a bad argument too. Because if Tibbs can bring out the best out of Tyrese Maxey, here's the ether to you. Why he didn't bring out the best out of RJ Barrett? If Tom Thibodeau can bring the best out of Tyrese Maxey, why did he not bring out the best from RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley and Obi Toppin? And the rest of those guys that y'all traded. I'll wait. You said I said Cat don't have. He has to be the second option, bro. And don't tell me every day, because obviously when you're the second option, you're not going to be the second scorer every game, because when Paul George was with the Clippers, he wasn't the second scoring option. I mean, he didn't have the second most points every game. On certain nights, Norman Powell had more points. But in the playoffs, you have to establish that Paul George should be the second option. Kawhi Leonard should be the first option. That's what we're saying. Now, on a certain night, yeah, other guys could get hot. Mikal Bridges could get hot, drop 25. OG could get hot with 25, 26 or whatever. But when you get in the playoffs, these guys, Karl-Anthony Towns has to be the second option. I don't know why this is so difficult for you to comprehend, bro. Nah. Thomas be getting, Thomas get he it's not anything personal. Thomas be doing Thomas shit. So it's all good. He says OG, Bridges, and Cat are all going to be 2, 3, 4th options on any night. That's what Thomas. If the Knicks want to win, Karl-Anthony Towns is going to have to be the second option. Period. Or if he's okay, let me ether you real quick. So if he's a third option, let's say he's a third or fourth option, what is his contract? Did Karl-Anthony Towns not sign a Supermax contract? So you're telling me that a dude who signed a Supermax contract is going to be the third and fourth option on the team, and you keep calling Paul George out for signing his contract. Why are you not calling Karl-Anthony Towns out for signing that big contract, and he's going to be the third or fourth option on the team? You see it don't add up. You pick and choose what benefits you. You can't have it both ways, bro. If you're gonna call out Paul George for being a third option and signing 212, you got to use that same logic for Karl-Anthony Towns for signing a Supermax contract, because Karl-Anthony Towns' contract is way bigger than Paul George's contract, and then he's a third or fourth option. So keep the same energy. But we know Thomas don't keep the same energy. Thomas, when it comes to players that he likes and the teams that he likes, he'll blame the head coach. But when it's players that he don't like, then it's the players, i.e. Devin Booker, i.e. Luka Doncic. I'm always call you out on that shit. But yeah, but let me just add this, and I'll probably drop the link if y'all want to come in. It's all good. He says Cat is the second option. OG is the second option when Cat is not playing. Yo, what is wrong with y'all, man? Hey, okay, all right, cool, that's fine. But, with this happening to the 76ers, I mean, this could light a fire underneath them for them to go on a huge run or a huge, winning streak, after this team meeting. But it could also be the beginning of the end for Joel Embiid's tenure with the Sixers. Right. So this could go either way. But I just hope that this right here, Embiid being called out by Tyrese Maxey, I just hope Embiid has some level of pride, right? Because if I'm the best player, if I'm in the NBA and I'm in the best player and I'm established, it would be embarrassing for a guy in his fifth season to call me out because I got too much pride. Right? I got too much pride. It would be embarrassing for a Tyrese Maxey to call me out. So I hope Embiid has that pride and takes things seriously and try to establish himself as the best player and not show up to everything late, the bus rides, the flights, the shoot arounds, the film sessions. I just hope that this lights a fire underneath him. I just hope so. I just hope so. But if it doesn't, and if it's the beginning of the end, then we'll talk about that. But yeah, I just hope that um this really helps the team in a positive way, and they start taking things seriously. From top to bottom, from ownership to front office to the coaching staff to the best player to the other players to the equipment guy, everybody. Right. Brian Pumper says, "Embiid don't got pride. He built he's built the same as Bum Simmons." Man, Brian Pumper funny as hell, man. But Thomas, you easy to beat, bro. You easy to beat. I keep telling you, bro. Sporting Page says, DFJ, the fact this leaked shows the meeting didn't really go through to Embiid. If he understood, it would it would not have been leaked. But that's true. But I'm also hearing that Nick Nurse was the one who leaked it. I mean, somebody in the comment section said Nick Nurse leaked it to Clutch Sports or whatever. I mean, that could. I mean, Maxie's on the Clutch. I don't know if Nick Nurse is on the Clutch, but Maxie is on the Clutch. But yeah, the fact that this leaked is, it's not a good look. And I mean, Nick Nurse himself said that we had a team meeting. He said they had a meeting after the game, about an hour and a half. But the actual the specific details was not. They didn't bring that up. But the bullet points, yeah, just I think Nick Nurse was probably the one who leaked it because Embiid, yeah. But I think, but Sporting Page, I think at this point we just have to see what his. We just have to wait to the next game and see how it is, and now we're not gonna automatically know if he shows up to the game late or whatever, but I think we have to see how he comes out and responds against the Memphis Grizzlies. Now that's not going to be an easy game, right? The Grizzlies have one of the longest pause front courts in the NBA. So with almost every guy from the small forward position to the power forward, I mean to the center position, they're all 7-footers. So it's not going to be easy for him. But I just want to see how he responds in this next game against the Grizz. RJ Barrett is not that good. Tibbs can't unlock skills that don't exist. So that's a poor argument to blame Tibbs that RJ Barrett had peaked. Nah, but you not. I was going off your words, BKF, because you said Tibbs would have brought the best or would bring out the best from out of Maxey, right? And my question is, RJ Barrett was the third pick. RJ Barrett was a lottery pick. So if Tibbs can bring out the best from Tyrese Maxey, who's a 21st or 22nd pick, why was he not able to bring out the best from a lottery pick? Because RJ Barrett got a unique skill set. I'm not gonna sit up here and let you disrespect him like that. Now, obviously, yeah, Tyrese Maxey's better than him as of right now. Tyrese Maxey's better than him, right? But the skill set is absolute. It's definitely there. So why couldn't Tibbs bring out the best from RJ Barrett? Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the link if y'all want to come in, give your thoughts on this thing with the 76ers. Yeah, I'll definitely listen to it. I know most of y'all going to troll, but it's all good though. Twitter Sports says this is Maxey and McCain's team now. Man, y'all funny, man. And Beats pulling a Ben Simmons. Yeah, that's what a lot of people believe that, that's his plan, but I mean, you have to show other teams that you got value for them to trade for you. Right? So even if you want to get traded, you got to show that you got value. Cuz off these, 3 games that he's played in, he's been terrible. Humble says, Tune. That's how I feel about every time Uncle Tom. Man, calling him Uncle Tom is crazy. Your arguments are ludicrous. I thought you was smarter than this. Okay. RJ Barrett peaked. Nobody's fault. He has no more potential. So you think this is the best of RJ Barrett? I mean, I wish you could get the link though, so we could talk about this. So you're basically saying that players have to prove that they're good in order for Tom Thibodeau to bring out the best out of them. Is that what you're saying? Because when Maxey got drafted, who thought Maxey was going to be this good? Let alone being a 21st pick. But RJ Barrett at Duke, I mean, I don't really watch college basketball, so I don't know how good he was at Duke. But I mean, to be to be the third pick in the 2019 NBA draft, that shows me that you had some level of potential. But what's good, RJ? Appreciate you for stopping by, bro.
Yo, hello? You can hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on, man?
Yo, man, talk me off the ledge, bro. For real. You gotta talk. Yo, come on, man. What's up with these minutes of Kyle Lowry in the ball? Eric Gordon, yo.
Man, that's what I'm trying to figure out too.
Uh, the absolute like what the offense is so free flowing that no one has a plan. It's like no one. You know how Boston work, right? With the drive and kick, they
Right.
do it pretty much 48 minutes of the game.
Mm-hmm.
We be having people wide open, bro. But our gunners like Caleb Martin and Kelly Oubre, bro, bro, they refuse to pass the ball. It's ridiculous, bro. It's insane how many wide open shots we break too. It's insane that this team can't make free throws. It's the little things why we be losing these games, man. It's
Right.
insane, bro. And the, I gotta say, bro, do you really believe that we can really win with Embiid and PG, man? Like, I'm getting to the point where it's like they both cook, bro. I don't know.
Mm.
Yo, what up,
Damn.
fellas?
What up,
What
J.
up?
Cool? Hey, bro, I'm gonna put you in the boom boom review troll.
Yeah, I know you don't want to hear my mouth. I know that.
But yeah, go ahead, though. Go ahead.
It's shit,
Nah.
man. I mean, look, you know what I'm saying? Just order some Chinese and all that. So I got
Here you go talking
I
shit.
I gotta listen, man, I gotta adjust these sorry ass Sixers, man. You know you my boy, but listen, bro. This shit that's going on, this shit is sad, man. That dude, man, I said, right? Y'all gotta see, I was saying this, y'all gotta play behind Maxey, man. And Paul George and Embiid, they gotta play behind Maxey. Let Maxey be the first option. You know what I'm saying? So
I
they
I
they
do
they gonna
like
learn the
that.
hard way.
I do like that. I do like if we switch up the order. Maybe maybe just for this team personally, we can't probably run through a center. Like maybe that work in Denver, but it ain't gonna work in Philadelphia, man. I'm telling you. It just don't win games in the playoffs because he's never available enough to really run through him, honestly. So you can't get used to him playing. It's like, all
Hmm.
right, we gotta switch up a whole game plan. No, we gotta have a system and then just put Embiid in it instead of we playing through Embiid. That's just my opinion.
I agree with that. He's just too inconsistent. So that's
Yeah,
why they gotta shake things up.
yeah, I agree with that. Like that's I mean like we ain't got like how you got LeBron. Like you a Lakers fan, right? Or
Not currently. I am a Lakers fan, but I don't fuck with these Lakers.
I get it, but
These
y'all
these
ain't got
niggas is the fakest.
you got a super well your history of having a superstar.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like y'all history is having those type of stars where you could just play through them because you could count on them every night. Like
Hmm.
we got a injured superstar. Like we can't keep doing this. Like we have to find a different system. That's my thing, man. Like it just come down to just switching the game plan up.
Hmm. Yeah, I
And
agree.
then coach, yo, bro, this coach has what? Man, you can't tell me it's been 2 years in a row and we still the worst in rebounding, man. Come on,
Damn,
bro.
that's sad.
That's sad. That's crazy. Because I thought with Andre Drummond, we was going to be much better rebounding team than we are.
We not using a dim
Oh, you
ball.
mean Kareem Andre Drummond?
Man, stop.
Oh, and Maury keep bro, what's up with Maury keep getting signing guys that's short and old, bro? Like Eric Gordon is fat and old. And like I don't understand.
Man,
Bro,
the whole offseason, I was advocating for what you call it, Tyus Jones the whole time. Because Tyus Jones, I felt like would have been, pretty good for us.
bro, I
And
said that too. I said, yo, we need a player like that. We need players like him. And what's the ball from they used to play in Atlanta? Like I think Sadiq Bayers. That's the name, right? Sadiq Bay.
Sadiq Bey, is he still in the league? I ain't seen him this year. Is he hurt?
I don't know, but we just need a defender. We need that type of like old, younger players, man. We
Younger
don't need
players.
no old heads,
Hmm.
man.
Right. Right. And I mean, with us not having a power forward, I think that really, I mean, we're small at the power forward position. And, no disrespect to Kelly Oubre, no disrespect to Caleb Martin, but the power forward position, we're just too little at. And, these
Yeah,
two players, like you said, I mean, Kelly Oubre is probably one of the worst basketball IQ players I ever seen. Right.
bro.
Damn.
The basketball IQ is just like, not J. Cole. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but the basketball
Yeah,
IQ is just not there. On a 3-on-1
yeah.
fast break, the Sixers got numbers. This dude want to force up a tough contested shot instead of passing it to the wide open guy.
Bro, yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Nah. That's terrible, bro. Yeah, I,
that's
I, I could
crazy.
I could respect that. That's terrible.
It's just as bad as the boy that you got on the Lakers. What's the kid name they used to play on with Zion? Who what Reddish? Bro, he is
Cam
horrible with
Reddish,
the IQ, bro. His IQ is terrible. Oh my god. Y'all play
Yeah.
tonight, right?
the
Do
Lakers.
we?
Yeah, I think they
I don't.
do.
I don't, I don't know. Do they?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a fake Laker fan, so don't even ask him about the Lakers. Yeah, RJ, he a fake Laker fan, so don't even ask him about the Lakers. But J. Cole, I want to ask you
What's
though.
up? Yeah.
How you feel about the with this news with the Sixers and them having a team meeting early on in the season?
I think it's all right. To be fair and objective, I think this is good for the team. because I think this is something Embiid needed to hear because I think he's just coasting without any pressure. I'm talking about from his teammates and
Hmm.
from the coaching staff. So I think this is either going to wake them up where they play better, or this is going to spiral them out of control. But I do like it though. I like Maxi. And remember what I was telling you a few streams ago? I was saying I'm impressed with Maxi's leadership and how he's trying to, like, I've seen it. So the fact that, this report came out, that this is what impresses me about Maxi. I think that, like, from what I've seen and from hearing this report, this is what I'm saying about his leadership. And I think he really truly wants to win. He doesn't want to he doesn't want to be on a team where he doesn't have the best chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Right.
think that this is, to me, I think that this is a good thing. I think you need, iron sharpens iron. So if these guys could wake up and be more motivated, then hey, I think Maxi did his job. So it's either gonna go one or two ways. They either get better or they just don't. So, but I do like it.
Right. Right. What you think, RJ?
Yeah. See, I wanna. It's because we've been losing with Maxi by himself too. So like, I just don't want to jump the gun too, man. I think this comes down to a collective. Like, I think Maxi can be the leader, but Embiid still has to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just be like, all right, we could just leave. I mean, we could just trade Embiid. No, we have to have all of them. In my opinion, like we just have to run the game plan maybe tailor more to the guards because we got better guards right now that's playing better right now than our front court. So I believe if we just play um more of a guard centric game, maybe like a little bit of I see that's the problem. I want to play like the Warriors, but we don't have that run and gun type of front court. They don't run. They don't get back on they don't get back on defense and they don't get back on offense. As soon as we get a turnover, it's only Maxi and McCain was going to run. So I don't know, man. I I'm so over this team. It's just like I'm trying to figure out a way because you can't run the game like how Kerr runs the game because all his players are fast and all his players are
He got the
willing off ball
personnel.
screeners. They
He got
are
the
all
personnel.
willing to off ball screen. Kelly Oubre ain't off ball screen, and neither is Caleb Martin. They swear they better than everybody on the court. It's just annoying. Like they don't want to play in the system. They want to. That's why I don't like. That's the only thing I don't like about starting both of them at the same time. I could deal with one at one
Right.
point, but you can't start Caleb Martin and Kelly Oubre. They both can't. They both don't know who to pick. They both want to be the man on the court, and it's just not like that. Like I don't know. And Nick Nurse system don't have an order. Like he doesn't have like everybody just taking shots. Like Kyle Lowry just pulling up. Like bro, what are you doing, bro? Like yo, get this
Yo,
man a.
Kyle Lowry is not that good, bro. Not to cut you off, my brother, but yeah.
No, no, you good, you good. I need somebody to talk me off the ledge, dog. Like I'm over here, like bro, this is insane.
Wait,
Like this is
you a Philly fan?
Yeah, I'm a Sixers fan.
Oh
I've been a Sixers
goodness.
fan my entire life. Like, I've been
Okay,
a Sixers
respect.
fan since for like the Iverson days. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm probably a
Yeah.
little. You know what I mean? I'm on the cusp of seeing Iverson, but I was mostly in the midst of watching the team when they were super bad, when they had Andre Iguodala and all of them. So like, that's really
Yeah,
my
yeah.
era. I was like in the cusp of in it. Like I'm only 30, so I saw
Mm-hmm.
like Iverson, but not like in his golden year. Like I seen 2001, but I was still a youngin. You know what I'm saying?
Youngin.
So,
Yeah, I know
Right.
exactly what you mean. Yeah, that's the
Mhm.
same with me.
but like my golden years was like watching like Drew Holiday and all the horrible draft picks that we were
Allen Bryant and
choosing.
all those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, Elton Brand and Bynum not working. Bro, Bynum hurt himself in a bowling alley,
Bowling
bro.
alley.
Come on, dog. This is how I knew this team has, bro. We've been drama for like 13 years plus, bro. Like this is insane. So like when we
Yeah.
tried, we was already in the process of the 20 years. We first of all, the whole process was about getting out the second round, and we still in the damn second round woes, man. So this process did nothing. We did all that tanking for nothing because it's the same shit happening. And then now our superstar is, bro, he bitching. He out there bitching, bro. Like, come on, man. We need you talking about he's sick. He hurt, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Right.
Like I said, I I seen Iverson play on crazy injuries too. So that's why when people be like, "Yo, he played with a broken face," I'm like, I mean, I seen it before, like you know what I mean. And he was the
Yeah, I
smallest
played
one
through a
on the court.
lot of shit,
Yeah,
a
he
Yeah,
did.
lot of
His
injuries,
injury,
playing a
yeah,
lot
his
of
injury
minutes
list
too.
is crazy.
Right.
That's the same with Maxi. Maxi, at one point he was leading the league in minutes.
yeah,
Hmm.
That's why.
bro.
That's really why he got hurt.
Yeah, because Nick Nurse want to play on 45 minutes, dog, bro. Listen, I love Maxi to play 45 minutes. I would love him to play 48 minutes, but bro, we need a backup. That's why they got McCain. So sit him down, dog. Like we need these young guys playing, not Laurie, not Reggie Jackson,
Reggie
not
Jackson, Eric
bro.
Gordon.
All of these niggas is ass,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
I
y'all
ain't
got
gonna lie
Reggie
to you.
Jackson. That nigga is. Oh my god, he's. I hate. I can, bro. I can't stand Reggie Jackson. You didn't
He
talking about
got a
one
slow
of the
man
worst point
game.
guards. Nah, he's just dumb. His basketball IQ is just fucking low. I don't like Lowry either, but I really can't stand Reggie Jackson. That dude is terrible, man. I'm not like I ain't like him in his days with like OKC and all that. This is way before Philly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I just got a bad mix, and I think Embiid he just lacks the winning intangibles.
Yeah,
You know,
Right.
that's what I was trying to get at. That's what I was he missing that. He missing that. All right, dog. Like the will to win. You know what I mean? Like what you saying,
The
like the
desire to
will
win.
to win. Yeah, that.
hmm
No, we not losing like bro, like as soon as we start losing, you see him moping around like a little girl. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, come on, like run
they
up the
almost
court.
yeah yeah.
He a
It is
sore
a shame.
loser. He definitely a sore loser. I don't like that. I don't like that as a basketball player. As a superstar, you cannot be no sore loser. You losing,
hmm
you everybody laughing at you. You got to show up that you like. No, we gonna win tonight. I don't know, bro. I don't know what we doing, bro. Like I'm over here like, is this really like the end? Like I seen his whole career, and it's like coming down to like, damn, like, oh, what if? You know what I mean? Like, what
Right.
if he
hmm
was healthy? What if he had a team? What? But this is the best team. I ain't gonna lie. This is the best team he's supposed to have. But these dudes are old. Like they got the names, but they don't got the age. They don't got the athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about PG Maxi. That's supposed to be a good. You know what I mean, uh, point guard, three and a four and a five. Like that's what basketball really supposed to be about. But I don't know, bro. It's just a they just
you know what it is? It's a combination of a lot of shit. It's bad
yeah.
coaching, bad intangibles from the superstar, playing Maxi too many minutes as well. Oh, hold on one second.
Are you good,
Yeah, you good.
bro? I don't know, man. I don't know,
No,
bro.
y'all making solid points, and I've been saying this for a long time. The coaching has to be better. The players have to, Embiid especially, the best player has to be accountable. But him not having some of these winning intangibles, sometimes I come to this point that should we trade him? But then again, looking at how talented he is, it's just like, yo, you could definitely do a lot with this guy, right? You could definitely win a championship with this guy, but again, he has to show up, and the players is just some of the players that we have, they're just over with, right?
Yeah,
They're just
and
over.
yeah, and he got to stop that lazy pass. Him and Caleb Martin. Well, who's the passing coach and who's the rebounding coach? That's who I need to talk to, because
Great
this
question.
it is insane that Caleb Martin lazy passing, bro. All of that crap is turned into turnovers, bro. Like the passes he be throwing is so like so soft. Like you could go ahead and get it,
Telegraphing
go ahead, take
passes.
a
Yep.
shower, come back, and the ball's still in the air. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
You go in the
Yeah,
locker room, use the bathroom, come back, and the ball's still traveling to the player. Like, bro, anybody can steal that ball. It's insane the way they not paying attention. They not the players aren't developing. Nobody's cutting. Nobody's screening. It's bro. Like, I don't think we gonna. I think we gonna be 2-15 in my opinion until we see our first win. Like, I'm,
damn.
we losing to Brooklyn, bro, and it's gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad
Yeah,
losing to
Brooklyn is
Brooklyn.
a good team this year.
It's
They
gonna be
definitely a
sad
good
because
team.
now you gonna watch Ben Simmons scoring 0 points, but killing with the passing. Because that's the one thing he did have. But you know we needed more for him too. See, that's another thing, man. Like
Yeah, it's a
our
lot of things,
drafted
man.
is. That's why I do it like about Maury is he got good draft picks. He hit on three people: Isaiah Joe, Maxey, and McCain. In my opinion, he hit on three of them, but he just a horrible drafting for like the big man. Like he keep drafting these damn Paul Reed s dudes. Like I ain't gonna lie, Clint Capella is like a Paul Reed. Paul Reed is Paul Reed. Then you got Dem Bona, he's a Paul Reed. Then you got bro, you got all these dudes that's like that play like Paul. They're just like rim runners, really. The rim screen uh
Screen
or
setters,
you know what I
rim
mean?
runners,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, they just run runners, and it's
lob
just like,
threats.
yeah, it's like, bro, you gotta do a little bit more, and you gotta like teach these guys basketball. We need guys that's ready to play basketball. That's why I'm happy McCain turned out right, but I was looking for like a Dalton Connect or somebody like that, like that's like already like ready. Like I know he a little bit older and all of that, but
Hmm.
I'm just looking for somebody that's ready to ball, like, cause this right now got my mind everywhere. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but I gotta ask you though, how do you feel about Jerry McCain being the best player the last two games with Embiid and Paul George on the floor?
I think it's sad. It's
Very
sad.
sad.
It's amazing to see him ball like that. But what my mind is, it's going towards like, are we for real with? Are we for real? Is Maury going to keep him and Maxi? That's my fright. That's my fright right now. I don't know if he's going to keep both of them.
Yeah,
Do you think he's going to keep him? Because you know how Maury is a wild card, man. He might keep him, he might not. But I don't know, bro.
I
I
mean, if
don't know.
it's like Maury is, he has a track record of trading for superstars, signing superstars. Now, if it's a chance for some of these old washed up superstars, I probably think he'll probably make that move.
Yeah.
But
Hey, hey, real quick, salute DFJ. Hey, make sure y'all hit the like button for my boy DFJ, man.
Oh yeah, for
I'm about to
sure.
get
yeah,
up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I had to talk my shit real quick though. But
Uh,
yeah,
I
yeah,
would,
your
I would get
boy.
on your ass on the Lakers. I would definitely get on your.
It's
yeah,
all good
man.
because that's not my team. But anyway, yeah, I'm about to go fuck up this Chinese food real quick. But
I
yeah,
know you good.
salute to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm
All
I'm
right,
I'm
yeah.
out of here though. Everybody support my boy DFJ.
Yes,
Peace.
All
sir.
right,
Yes,
Jay.
sir. Yeah, y'all can sub to J Cool, his channel J Rock Sports. Talk basketball over there. A fake
But let
ass
me
Laker
ask you,
fan, but yeah, go
yeah.
ahead. Mhm.
But what I'm saying, let me ask you though, like, what you think Maury going to do? Because this team losing. I mean, they got Promise and the boy McCain, but you think he gonna flip him into some superstar that still ain't gonna be able to gel in time and all of that? You think that's gonna happen?
I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen, right? Because like I said, he has a track record of doing stuff like this. But I mean, I don't see why you would trade McCain right now. I mean, the city loves him. The fans, they're starting to be. He's starting to be a fan favorite on this team,
Yeah,
and he's balling out. Right, 5 straight games or 4 straight games. 20 plus. Right.
yeah,
Against the Magic, we probably could have won that game, but he fouled out. Right. So
yeah,
that's showing you that he can definitely step up huge for the team.
yeah, yeah, yeah. As I was thinking, like, you know, um, I was sitting there reading with it. Well, not reading, but I was watching a little. The Gills Arena joint, and they former players, so they kind of like know the ins and out of how like trades and stuff happen. Like, and they was sitting there talking about they might have to make a decision on Maxey or McCain, and I'm like, bro, I cannot see them lose. I just don't want to see none of them leave because they are the ones that really care about what I mean, the culture here, the city. They hard working. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't the number one draft pick, and they had to work hard and stuff like that. They haven't been a superstar yet, and that's just my thing. I hope Maury don't see it that way. I hope he keep these young bulls and just build around them. But I don't know, bro. It's this team got you just I mean, it just got you depressed. Like it just depressed watching. I know you depressed covering the team. Like you like, bro, this ain't nothing. Like it's like we watching a Wizards team, but with stars on the team. That's insane.
That's the sad part, bro. That is the sad part. Having a Wizards team with super star caliber players that makes it even worse.
Yeah, it's like we got aspirations, but we was like, I don't think we going anywhere. That's the hardest feeling ever. You
Right.
like we supposed to be with the Cavs and the Bostons and the Knicks and
The
all of them.
Knicks,
It's just
right?
like I don't think we have a chance the way we playing. But like you said, it got to come with chemistry and all of that. And people are not gonna really like it, but I blame Embiid this entire like whole. What is it? Will be 14 or 13 games in? I blame him this entire time.
13.
13, yeah, because like, bro, not to come
Oh my
out of
bad, my bad.
not coming out of training camp ready to play game one. Come on, man. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
hmm
What we doing here? Like we sitting there everybody over there excited. Then we know that we getting reports that you ain't in training camp. You ain't he's still resting from. I'm like, bro, but you played in the Olympics. Like
He
that's
ra-
what
he
you're
he's still
saying.
ramping. He ramping up.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that word no more, dog. I'm trying to come up with a different word. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Thomas, before I let you go, let me just read this super chat real quick. Shout out to my guy Brian Pumper in the building. He says Embiid is a scammer. Scambeed is really a Nigerian
Oh, shit.
NIGGA now. He be scamming at the elite level, Indian call center status.
Yo, Brian Pumper be killing me, yo. He be on everybody podcast. He be for real though.
Yeah, he be in these YouTube streets. Shout out to Brian, bro. Shout out to him. Appreciate you. But what's good, Thomas?
Man, why y'all killing Embiid for, man?
You
Y'all
gotta
y'all
get,
know the damn
gotta get
y'all
cooked.
got no, he don't. Y'all got to realize, man. You talking about degenerative fucking knee situations. Y'all ain't talking about some. If y'all want to kill somebody, you kill fucking Paul George for sitting out the fucking playoffs with the Clippers with his fucking sprain. For
I
6
agree
weeks,
with
the man
that.
said the man said 6 weeks I got a sprain. Man, Kawhi and Embiid have shit that ruined. If y'all know anything about football, I name a bunch of names and basketball. Lattimore for South Carolina, baddest running back in college football. Motherfucker got ready to go to the NFL. He couldn't play. Baddest man on the planet couldn't play football no more. Degenerative knee situation, blew all his knees out. Right? Brandon Roy, what a lot of people consider was one of the top point guards that was in the NBA at that point in time. Ruined his whole fucking career before his prime even got here. What Embiid? Listen, I cut up with Andre because he be trying to troll the Clippers, so I just troll his ass back. But you can't kill Embiid and Kawhi, man. They got fucked up, man. They ain't none of y'all at
No,
all. I don't care how old you are, ever getting on the basketball court and finna deal with the shit they dealing with and act like this shit is just cool. Man, these things ruin people's career. You lucky Embiid and Kawhi is even on the court. Like, all jokes aside, if you want to
no,
kill somebody, you kill the fucking dude you paid $212 million to, who's averaging 16 fucking points. All jokes aside, that's who you kill. You don't kill Maxey. Maxey got fucking hurt. But
no,
But
no.
Thomas,
We
you
not.
can
No. This is way
go ahead,
before
RJ.
even injuries, though. He always come out looking
Right.
like this. This is before
well,
injuries.
now that part is true. That part I agree with you
Been a
100%.
This is a 10
But
year thing.
but missing games with the DJ in the knee, Now that you can't do. You can't get on it for that. But I've always told Andre, talking to, when we talk about playoffs, Andre be thinking I was joking, but I've always told him, man, MB, man, y'all remember MB was playing Marc Gasol in the Raptors? He tried to call out a sick work for 2 weeks. And then had one good game in game 3, pounding his chest. He feeling great. Then the next week, he want to call out sick again because he don't want to face Marc Gasol. I've always killed MB for his playoff bullshit.
Yeah, that's
but
the
his
stuff I'm
injury,
talking about
no.
right there. That's what I'm talking about, right?
Well, okay, well that's cool. But when I came in, y'all was speaking on this season and missing games and shit.
No, I'm saying like with the whole thing, the whole antics thing. He does this every year, like I'm sick,
I
I'm the
agree with that
doubtful, then
100%.
playing, and then being on the court and don't want to look like you want to play. Like that's what I'm talking about. Like, of course you're gonna get injured. I'm saying like it's unfortunate that you get injured, but I'm saying like if you're gonna play, you're gonna play. And we not dealing with the attitudes on the court. And like that's come on, dog. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
as a fan, we don't want to watch that.
Well,
Like,
that part is true. But when I came in, y'all was speaking on him sitting out the season, sitting out games.
yeah, no, but that's part of it though, because you don't know if he really for real or not. He said himself that the Troel. I don't know if I'm gonna play back to backs or stuff like that, and then he turn around and say, "No, I was just trolling." Like, you don't know what's going on. That's why you be like, "Come on, bro." As a fan of the team for this long, is like, bro, we need to find some professionalism. Like, what's going on here? That's what I'm
Yeah,
getting at. Like,
that part's true. But speaking
yeah.
about his knee, you can't speak on the man's knee because, man, that shit, man, you lucky these guys even can make it through a training camp with a degenerative knee. A lot of people want to
I
talk
agree.
shit and make fun of people. But I've always told Andre this, man. You don't making fun of Embiid and Kawhi's knees. It's, man, fuck out of here. If you're gonna make fun of something, man, like I said, make fun of the fucking dude who skipped out of the playoffs for 6 fucking weeks talking about I got a sprain. Make fun of that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not saying injury. I'm talking about attitude. That's where I'm at. I'm the will to win. That like the looking like I don't want to be there. Like, you could see it on his face. Like, all right, you hurt, then just sit out. That's cool. I'm cool with that. But like, if you coming on, we gonna play, then you got to come on with the come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? As a fan, I pay a whole bunch for merchandise and all of that, and going to games. Like, I want to see you actually put on a performance. If you're not, and you hurt, that's fine. But if you gonna get out there and just act like you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see that. Like,
Right.
we
But
pay too
the
much
biggest
money.
problem with
Everybody
Embiid
pays
is
too
he
much
needs
money
his
for
ass in the
this.
post.
Yeah.
That's it. That's his problem. He want to stay outside, and that's my problem with Paul George when he was on the Clippers. Man, these guys are bigger than everybody on the fucking court. Why are you out here trying to act like Steph Curry?
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
agree
saying?
with that.
It don't
I agree with
make no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Even Carl Anthony Towns, if you got to complain about him, that's a complaint about him. Bro, these dudes are super talented. Anthony Davis, same way. These dudes are bigger than everybody on the court, but they have to make excuses every year why they missed the playoffs or why they lost the fucking playoff game. Well, I tell you exactly why he lost the playoff game.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's surprising. Embiid didn't take a free throw
I
last
think I'm
night.
good.
Since the first time that happened was like the 2017-2018 season. Embiid didn't take a single free throw.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah, I don't think it's because
Well, I don't even know where it's. Mute me, Andre. Mute me.
Got you.
I don't even.
I'm saying because that goes to the aggressiveness. That's not, you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If he hurt, don't play. But if you gonna play and we expect Embiid out there to go aggressive, he gonna get at least
One trip to the line at
8
least.
eight
Yeah.
times to the trip at least. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
that'd be my thing. Like, we going, I just don't agree with the attitude. And then now with this whole thing of the team meeting, it just put on more light of what I'm trying to talk about. Like, come on, dog. Like, what Maxie just got here. You should have
Right.
been doing this forever. So, you know what I mean? You got to be the
Uh-huh.
leader of this team, man.
Right. Take matters into your own hands and take care of your business. And for Max to actually call him out, like I said, he got to have some level of pride
He do.
because Yeah.
He
If
like,
I'm
fuck
this,
that. I ain't gonna keep losing. He like, bro, you too good, bro. You too good to be moping, bro. That's what I think. That's what he say. Like, bro, come on now. Like,
yeah,
you not coming to the meetings and all of that. You moping around. Okay, we get it. You hurt. All right, now, like you still gotta show that we can still do it. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta be coach. Maybe you gotta be coach on the bench. Coach the young boy Bona, bro, because we tired of seeing Yabusele at the 5. Like, you need to be coaching. You need to be talking to them like that. Like, do the other things if you're not on the court. That's how I feel about it. We gotta
right.
see you being. You see how LeBron is. If he not playing, he go over there coaching. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Like, that'd be my thing, bro. You gotta be into the team, into the game, man. Cause we like I said, as a fan, man, we pay so much money nowadays for these tickets and merchandise and jerseys and all of that, bro. Like, we don't want to see that. And then we gotta go on Twitter and see everybody clowning you. Like, you know what I mean? We gotta defend you all day. Like, I don't want to defend that.
Yeah, it's sad, bro. It is sad.
You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to pop up on here. You know what I mean? I said I really wanted to catch when you go live, and I was like,
Hmm.
bro, I gotta talk to you next time. But yeah, you
Yeah,
right. I like how you speak basketball, man. Cause I really. Oh, that was another thing. When you talk about the gap discipline of last night's game? Well, was it last night? Yeah, it was last night game.
when they had the 19-point lead.
Man, listen, that gap
Yep.
discipline, bro. These dudes get beat off the bro.
It ain't even
Bro,
funny at this
I
point,
think
bro.
they too old to think that they in the passing lane, and they too slow to get back to their guy. Like, they be in the lane,
Hmm.
but they too slow to get to the ball to get the steal. So I'm like, they gotta just come up with a different game plan, or they just need taller players on the court. It's either one or two. Cause you
Right,
can't play that way. You can't play a boxing one and not get back to the 3-point shooter. Just can't.
right. Terrible, man. But that right there is coaching too. I mean, as much as we blame the players, I think we got to give a little bit of blame to the coach too. Right.
Yeah.
Because I heard somebody speaking on the Sixers, like they like to, lunge at, when somebody's driving through the gaps, they like to lunge at the player, which they didn't like it. But I think it's a good strategy. But when you lunge at the player, you have to recover back to your man.
Yeah.
You got to recover
Yeah.
back to your man. That's why it's called help and recover. You don't just help and stand there. Kyle Lowry, Eric Gordon, all these other guys. You don't just help and just stand there, because if you help like that, you're leaving another guy open, especially if you're standing in the strong side corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
so
what's up with the blitz? Like, after we get blitz, what's the plan? Like, what's, like, it's like we could, like, Maxie or McCain would throw out the blitz, and then everybody's like, and wait till the guy recover.
recover, right? Exactly. It's just, I don't know, man. And it makes me question: are they even watching film?
Yeah.
Because this shit is just like, bro, how's this happening? And
Bro,
sometimes
man, yeah.
Kelly Oubre will have the ball, and you just hope he can beat or take his man off the dribble, and create something out of nothing. And it's just he keeps doing the same thing over and over again. He either drives into two or three guys trying to finish over two or three guys, or he turns the ball over, and that really hurts your team's offense.
They, bro, do we average the most trips a game? Like, we trip on somebody's foot every game.
This shit's sad, bro. This is sad.
Every game, you be like, bro, okay, he tripped. Oh my god, man, it's the same thing every game. I'm like, bro, it's insane the way we play basketball. It's like, yo, it, when you watch the Sixers and you watch it, like, let's just say you watch the Sixers and you watch, like, let's say a middle of the pack team, maybe like the Cat or like the Mavericks or something. You be like, they play basketball totally different than how we play
We played it.
basketball.
Exactly. Exactly, bro. I don't understand why.
It's like we play two different sports. Like, it's insane. I'm like, bro, this take me back to the process days. This is insane the way we play basketball. Yeah, no gap discipline. Everybody throw the ball lazy. Nobody can rebound. It's like 60,000 offensive rebounds that just changed the tide of the game. On it, I'm like, bro, that's really how the Pacers got in back into that game with Maxey had to save them in the overtime game. I'm like,
Overtime. Right.
the rebounding, the gap discipline, the people don't close out on shooters. It's just watching
Mm-hmm.
people shoot from the from the corner. I'm like, bro, you playing the oldest people in the NBA and giving them 32 minutes, bro. There's no reason why Eric Gordon and Kyle Lowry should be averaging almost 30 minutes a game, bro. Oh my god.
That's sad, bro. It's sad. I mean, at this point, I just hope Maxey. I mean, I think reports came out that he might return this week. I don't know how true that is, but
Yeah,
that'd definitely be huge for us because I mean, you get another guard,
yeah,
along with a McCain, and then if you want to play, one of the old scrubs, I don't want to see both of them, but I think you definitely got to give one of them a shot.
yeah.
So, but I mean, I think that'd definitely help us. But you think McCain should start with Maxey, or you want him to come off the bench?
At first I wanted him to come off the bench, but I I don't want to see too much of Eric Gordon, man. I'm sorry. We gotta play. We gotta play them together, bro. And if we can preserve like one go to like, let's just say Maxi deal with the bench, with the what I mean, play with the bench, or
Bench
McCain
unit.
play with the
Yep.
bench. But I still want them to start. But you know what I mean, like they gotta like come
Nick
in
Nurture
at different
stagger
times.
stagger their minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
please,
yeah.
because I can't watch both of them come off the bench, and then we gotta watch Eric Gordon and EG. I really want Maxi to play, like keep playing with KJ, because they had a good connection when he was playing. He throwing oops and everything.
Right.
But it's
Early
like
on.
it was
Mhm.
going after that. Like once he stopped playing, KJ is like the oops left. Like we stopped having fun. Like the first three games was absolutely fun to watch, and then it's like, all right, we losing now. Now, come on, we gotta buckle in. But it's like the first three games, people was throwing oops. We had people cutting. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. The offense looks completely different from last season. I mean, last season, like Kelly Oubre was living off of backdoor cuts. Like he was getting some of these easy points just off of cutting, right?
Yeah,
Recognizing and B drawing the double team, and then he'll cut. And B was, making the right reason. Then, he'll find him on the cut. And Kelly Oubre was living off of that. But this year, I haven't really seen that really from Kelly Oubre. And I'm
he,
trying to, yeah, go ahead,
yeah.
bro.
No, I'm saying, yeah, you're right. You're right. That's all I'm like, yeah, I was over there agreeing with you. What you about to say?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know if he really maybe the contract that he got, so he stopped being as hungry as trying to be an off-ball player, and he wants like more on-ball responsibilities, and it's like, bro, you're not the best ball handler, you're
Yeah,
not the best decision maker, you're not the best scorer, you're not the best offensive player, so you shouldn't be handling the rock like that. I mean, I'd rather you come, I mean, off-ball actions, come off screens, and if they kick it out to you at the 3-point line in the corner, yeah, you can take those threes. Like I'm confident with him taking threes in the corner than I am with him shooting threes at the top of the key because he's
yeah.
trash at the top of the key.
Yeah, but what I do like about Kelly, like he not afraid. You know what I
Right.
mean? He one of those guys who like, all right, nothing happening. I'm gonna try to make something happen. That's what I do like about him. But sometimes it be a little bit too much, and times that we don't need it. Like sometimes you gotta pass it out. But that's the one thing I do like about him, that he fearlessness, and he's still going to be like that. We need a guy that's not scared to take a shot, because I don't know what happened about PG, bro. PG don't take the shot no more. Like it be, I don't know, man. What's going on with him?
Matter of fact, let's just talk about him. Let's do this, bro. So
What?
against the Miami Heat, yeah, in the first quarter, the first half, he was being aggressive. I'll give him that. Right. He was being
Yeah,
aggressive, finished with 12 points, right? Attacking, and he was in the passing lanes getting steals. I think he picked up like 3 steals by playing in the passing lanes and creating opportunities like that. So we'll give him that. But in the second half, it's just like I didn't see that anymore. Like he just stopped attacking and he wasn't as aggressive. Defensively, he wasn't really paying attention to detail, right? Getting caught
yeah,
out of position multiple times, right? Not contesting shots at the 3-point line, even though he was a nearby defender. And I'm like, bro, where did the energy from first half? Like, where did it go?
I don't know. I well, let me because we was up 19 when he was playing that aggressive, right?
Right in the first,
We was
yeah, in the
up
second quarter,
19.
right? Yep.
Like I don't know. I see. That's what I'm saying. We got rid of Tobias Harris for those reasons. Like we'll show up in the first half and don't show up in the second. Like
Right.
we call him the friendly ghost. We call him Casper. Come on, man. So, all right, I
Oh
think
man.
I don't know. I gotta watch that third quarter again because it was a lot of Eric Gordon. It was a lot of turnovers. It was a lot of YMCA basketball. Like it was a lot of like I don't know. It was I don't know, bro. It was a lot of oh yeah, and then Eric Gordon fouls Tyler Herro for the
Tyler
three.
Hero for the three,
Oh my,
right?
that changed the
Right.
whole game.
Mm-hmm.
After that foul, bro, we didn't go on a run after that. I think they went on like a 20 what was it? Like I think it was like a 21-5 run after that.
Something nasty like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, and that's why I'm saying we need Paul George to change like when it gets to those runs like we can't let them go on 17, 18, 19. Like, all right, we need to come on, like
We need an
figure out
answer.
how to get him the ball to get in some easy shots.
Right.
Because it can't just be McCain or Maxey to just save us every game. Because it's not gonna work out that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's facts. I mean, that the game last night. I mean, Tyler Hero, like I said, he was a little bit out of the rhythm in the first half, but in the second half, everything changed in the third quarter. He scored 16 points by himself, and the Sixers as a team scored 16 points.
Yeah.
So he had as many points as the Sixers. And Jimmy Butler, he did his thing. They had guys coming off the bench. Drew Smith. Is it Drew Smith? Yeah, Drew Smith and those
Yeah.
other guys. Josh Richardson, who was a former Sixer player. I mean, he's over with at this point, but
He cooked us, bro. Like we got cooked. I'm so tired of getting. Didn't I tell you last time I'm so tired of leaving a white dude open for three, bro? Didn't I tell you that? Bro, what are we doing? Every game they choose the whitest dude on the court to be like, all right, we gonna leave him wide open. Why would you do? That's how he make money. That's the only
right,
way he on the court right now is because he bombing away threes. Like Sam Hauser, if he's left open, bro, it's gonna be a wrap for us. That dude is
right.
like prime Larry Bird against the Sixers, bro. Like,
He goes off on the Sixers for whatever reason.
he's, him and Pritchard is prime Larry Bird, dog. And they leave them wide open the most. Like they will be like, all right, we're gonna sell out on. They will sell out on Al Horford before they sell out on a white dude. I don't understand.
That's
Like
crazy.
I'm telling you, bro. Every game we find the whitest guy on the court and be like, nah, not today. We gonna just play a 2-3 zone and leave his zone absolutely wide open.
Oh man. They did the same thing last night. I mean, Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero,
Oh my god,
even Kevin
Duncan,
Love.
bro. Duncan Robinson was cooking. I'm like, bro, no way we let him go in for a layup. I never seen Duncan Robinson ever make a layup.
Oh, he almost had a dunk, but he missed at the rim.
Yeah,
Almost had a
yeah,
dunk. I'm
yeah.
like,
I
man,
think I think they seen him go up. They was like, you know what? He ain't got enough. He ain't got enough in them. He ain't got enough in them in that calf to jump up that high. He ain't getting up that high, dog. I thought he's gonna go up for a leg. Be like how Kelly Oubre
yeah.
canceled out his dunk. I thought he's gonna do that,
Nah, I
bro.
had different plans, bro.
Yeah, and then you wasn't even on. I was looking for you when we played the Magic, bro. How we lose without Paulo,
Bro,
bruh,
Paulo and Wendell Carter Jr. Those two
uh,
guys,
bruh?
two
How did
starters.
we lose? How did we lose that game, bro? Anthony Black was going crazy.
Anthony Black, Jalen Suggs, and Franz Wagner. They killed us in the fourth.
bro.
They really killed us in the fourth. And
It
that's where
was
Caleb Martin, his passing, that's where he passed that lazy ass pass to Yabusele. And then Mo
yeah,
Wagner picked it up in the from the passing lane and had a breakaway layup.
bro. I know you probably was like, nah, I'm not getting on that
Yeah.
Magic. You probably was gonna have to hear from the what's his name, Tuning Up Sports or something like that.
Tuning
You know, you
Sports and J. Cool and all these other guys. Like, come on, bro. Why y'all doing this?
See, losing to the Heat is a little bit more respectable. See, we usually lose to the Heat, but come
Right.
on, you can't lose to the damn Magic, bro. Come on, I don't give a damn who we are. We,
I mean, last year we swept them in the season series.
man,
With
this coach
Embiid,
got them
without
balling
Embiid, we
though.
swept them. Say it again.
Coach got them playing absolute great defense,
Great.
man.
Right. Gotta give
But it
Mosley his
start with
props.
Suggs though. So you Suggs is their deep. That's why we need that type. Like who gonna set the tone on defense? Because PG ain't doing it. I thought he was gonna be the bull that's gonna shut everything down in the passing lanes. It ain't happening, bro.
He does it sometimes, but he's not doing it the entirety of the game. And that's my issue. Because against the Heat, he had 3 steals in the first half, all in the
Yeah.
passing lanes. And he did play some good on-ball defense on Tyler Herro and, some of these other guys. But in the second half, it was just like, it just disappeared. It just
Yeah.
disappeared. I don't know if they checked out or they was planning to go out after the game. So there was like, you know what, let's not overexert ourselves too much. I mean, we gotta go out, man. The Miami nightlife, we gotta go enjoy ourselves. So we're not gonna do too much. So I think that probably that's what they said. That's why they
Yeah.
didn't give much effort in the second half.
Yeah. You think Nurse is limited in the plays that he want to run because of the guys that just not making shots? You think they what do you think what's the solution, man? I'm just over here like I'm
I
trying
think
to
the
figure out.
solution is they gotta play more. Right. They gotta play more. And sometimes it's not Nurse's fault because you got Embiid in and out the lineup. So sometimes the actions is gonna be a little bit different. What you want to run on the floor is gonna be a little bit different sometimes. But I think they gotta play to know each other tendencies and where each other is on the floor. Because I think Embiid got like some instant chemistry with Jerry McCain. But I think the
Yeah,
other
he like
guys
Jared McCain.
right. The other guys, the Caleb Martins, I mean, he played with Kelly Oubre last year, so there should be some level of chemistry there. But I think the other new guys, Caleb and other guys, I think they got to play more in order to
Yeah.
everything for everything to click.
Oh, like I said last time, bro, I love the way McCain remove off ball, bro. Like it's so like natural. It's like watching, like I said, it's like watching the Warriors, bro. It's the way he moves off the ball. Like
Right.
it's and then his ready catch and shoot was like Batum. Like it's insane.
Quick
Like
trigger.
he already got his knees bent ready to shoot.
Right. Right.
Insane, bro.
Quick release. He had this action where somebody was guarding him. I forgot who it was, but he drove down the lane and passed it to PG in the corner, and then
Yeah.
he reset to the slot. So after he
Yeah.
passed off the ball, he also reset to go to the other side to get it. And PG made a right pass, made the right read, passed it to him. And I was like, I'll live with shots like that. If McCain is taking those shots, I would definitely live with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. And then that Embiid over the head, John, he almost made, bro. That would have been crazy. He almost he bricked that John though, but I think it was
Yeah.
an air ball, wasn't it?
It was an air ball, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely was.
man, listen, he would have made that John. I'm telling you, we would have been it would have had more confidence in the team. That's when we was going in our missing spree. Man, we
Right.
missed like 5 open 3 pointers in a row, bro. It was like, all right, now it's destined for the for
That's
the
a
Heat to win the
it's a
game.
wrap. It's a wrap. And Kyle Lowry was the main one missing a lot of those shots.
This is I don't know why we resign it and resign that dude, man. I love Kyle Lowry. He a hometown favorite. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean. He lived close to where my cousins used to live, so I root for him, but I would rather him be a player's coach, like him coaching him up on the side because he got McCain balling. You could tell, you could see his influence. You could see a little bit of Kyle Lowry and McCain with the rebounding and under the, you know what I mean, and he playing
Right.
like under dudes, like he telling them to get up under him. but McCain just not ready for like that type. He's still people still shooting over him, but he's still like play like kind of like Kyle Lowry on defense. I could see his influence, but
Right.
he just not. He's just not. He just can't run with these young bulls right now, man. It is what it is. Like he gonna have a good game. We're gonna be like, oh, okay, oh, here go Kyle Lowry. He finally scored 12 points. And and then he gonna extend his minutes again. Then he gonna get 34 minutes. And we're like, yo, all right, we ain't say all of that. We just say he played good for a stretch. And it's gonna come right after the All-Star break. I put money on that. Watch, he gonna have fresher legs. He gonna have it sat down for a while, and then Kyle Lowry gonna go. Or he gonna have like a 17 to 15 point game, and
And
then
then
everybody be like, all right, there, we might got the team back, and then he gonna be playing more minutes, and then gonna be fried by March. I ain't gonna lie, dog.
yeah,
Gonna be
go on the
sick.
drought and you're missing these shots. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie though. When we signed Lowry, I was kind of okay with it because I thought we was also gonna re-sign DeAnthony Melton because I was telling people last season that the reason why Lowry was playing all these minutes was because Melton was hurt because he was dealing with that
Yeah,
back injury. So I thought, I mean, when we sign him, we're gonna re-sign Melton, and it's not gonna be the same thing as it was last season. And most of these guys are gonna get more minutes, and Lowry's not gonna play as many minutes. But I didn't anticipate the Sixers not signing or not re-signing DeAnthony Melton. And I think that was a huge mistake. I mean, I don't think you let a guy like DeAnthony Melton walk out the door. So
you think? Well, yeah, but his back issue, we
yeah,
he
it is concerning. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, what DeAnthony Melton brings to any team, like DeAnthony Melton also plays. He gives you a little bit of everything: defense, playmaking, ball handling responsibilities. He can make shots, even though he started off last season in a drought. But when he got
yeah
it going, he started making shots as well. But I mean, the back issue was, I think that was one of the reasons why they didn't re-sign him. But I mean, he's
yeah
playing every game for Golden State, so I don't think the back is really bothering him that much.
yeah. I that was one of the I was that was a surprise because that's probably one of the
Right.
people that Nick Nurse likes to coach because I didn't understand why he let go of Buddy, but I was like maybe Nick Nurse just don't know how to coach Buddy because he over there in the Warriors playing like how he's supposed to be playing, like
Right. Mm-hmm.
off the screen catch and shoot. Like I didn't understand why he I don't know. I think Nurse got a way of coaching people and it's just like I don't know what his plan because it's free flowing on offense. So maybe that's why. Maybe he don't really have a maybe he's like a defensive coach, but he don't have the players to be right now, in my
Right
opinion.
now.
Because when
Yeah.
he was killing people in with the Toronto teams with those tall that's another thing. Why don't we have no forwards like the
What the
Toronto?
Raptors had.
That's what he
Yeah,
used to.
bro.
We're supposed to be looking like the Rockets. Like all of those threes and fours that they got on that team.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know,
had he
man.
had Kawhi, Siakam, OG, Chris Boucher, and all those other guys. Oh,
Yeah.
let me
Oh,
read this comment right quick. It
oh
said
yeah.
DeAnthony Melton is hurt, and also the 76ers didn't have the bird rights on him. So they didn't. Wait, wasn't DeAnthony Melton with the team for like 2-3 years?
Oh yeah. No, they couldn't. Yeah, he right. Cause they you couldn't sign PG. Yeah, he right about that.
No, I thought if a player was with you for about 3 years, you get their bird rights. I probably gotta
Oh,
go
he
do
was
some
still
more
on his
research
rookie
on that.
contract when we got him.
I'm not sure, but I thought we had his bird rights.
I don't, I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
I gotta go do a
I
little
gotta look
bit.
that up.
Yeah, I gotta go look that up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
D'Anthony.
say he's out for weeks. Damn, he's done with the ACL right now. God damn.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. See. Hey, I mean,
All right, then the
it's not
Sixers
dodging the bullet,
they
but
dodged the bullet. Then I guess.
no, but he is one of those players that I think Nick Nurse would have loved to have. Anthony Melton is he really good on defense. Two way guys is what Nick Nurse like to coach, but
Right.
I think this team is just lazy in my opinion. I don't think they really want to they start losing, they just stop playing. It's insane. Like they
Yeah,
play
they.
when they
Mhm.
shooting the ball well, they are bro. They are like the best. Like when we went up 19, I was like, bro, you could see the potential. But like as soon as
Right.
they start losing, it's like they just quit. They completely quit. It's
Yeah,
insane.
they look defeated out there on the bench.
They
Looking
stop
at Kelly.
rebounding.
Yeah.
They stop looking towards. They stop setting screens. They stop communicating. They let Embiid get the ball robbed. It's just ridiculous. Kelly Oubre be looking at his man go straight to Embiid and don't say nothing. Like
Oh man,
he don't say nothing. He just let Embiid get robbed, bro.
that's
Because
funny.
I'm helping off Kelly Oubre every single time because he gonna shoot the ball every single time.
Every single time, right?
He'll never pass.
Let me read this cover right quick.
Oh
E
yeah.
Gibson says with Philly, I think it's a mix. It's a mix of Nick Nurse's coaching decisions, and injuries. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Sporting Page says Melton was with Philly for 2 years. PG got a max contract. The second apron is new in the NBA. Also, if they would have signed Melton, then they probably would have gone over the second aprons. Okay, yeah, that's okay. That's I see why. And then on top of that, he's always he's dealing with injuries. So I mean, I guess Philly they dodged the bullet. But I
You
mean,
know,
I'm just high. I'm just high on D'Anthony Melton, man. I mean, I'm a huge D Melt fan, so maybe that's
no,
why.
yeah, I fuck with his game. I fuck with his game until he fucked up. But he fucked us up in Boston. I will never forget him losing the game for us, bro. He single handedly lost us that game, bro. Like Carter kept. I'm like Harden, stop passing him the ball, bro. He is breaking right now. He missed like 6 threes in a row, bro.
That was sad. Sad for us. Hey, Tuning Sports, come on in, bro. Come on in, bro.
Oh yeah, tune in for he be killing us. He be killing you, dog.
Yeah.
He be killing you, man.
I mean, his team, the Cavs. I mean, they the best team. They probably. I don't know if they're gonna lose tonight, but
Bro,
I want them to break
I hate.
I want them to break Golden State's record.
Bro, we had a chance to get we had that chance to get D Mitch, but people was trying to trade Maxey. I don't know about telling Maxey to get D Mitch.
I mean, at that time, would that have been the right move? 2022
Uh,
off season.
with the promise of Maxey, probably probably I still would kept Maxey in my opinion.
Because I mean, Donovan Mitchell is still better than Maxey at this point.
He is for sure. But that remember that down year that they had, we was like, oh, maybe they can compete with each other. But you know, what I mean, D Mitchell on another level.
Yeah, he's a monster, man. He's a
He is
monster, but
Spider on another level, man.
yeah,
It's no, and then you got Garland balling now too. That's what I'm saying. The promise with McCain and Maxey. When I watch that team, when I watch the Cavs, I'm like, bro, we can be like that, but I don't know, man. With PG, just
I think
it's not him.
if we go the midget, I mean, I call it the midget backcourt. I mean, having small guards, I call it the midget backcourt. I think if we go that route, then our front court has to be elite,
Yeah.
right? We got to have an elite front court, and I think that's what Cleveland has. I mean, even though I think Jared Allen is a clown, I mean, he's sometimes he brings it. Right, Evan Mobley definitely got promise.
Moby, all right, bro, but he just be choking in the playoffs. He
Yeah,
pulling
I
up
mean,
scores.
they all
He know
choke. They all
he know
choke.
Mobley. He trash in the playoffs, but I just talking shit right now.
No, I mean, no, it's not. It's not. That's facts. The Cavs they do this every time until it's time to play the Knicks in round one, and then Jared Allen, the lights get too bright for him.
Bro, I
They
was like,
always
what's
succeed.
going on with Jared Allen, bro?
They always succeed in the regular season until it's time to play the Boston Celtics, and then Jared Allen quits on his coach.
I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, he quit on his coach.
cause he got that corny ass game. Like he got it, bro. He got it. Come on, man. His game is corny. Like it's defeatable every time. Like when you shut down like, Jared Allen, he be done for it literally like the
Yeah,
entire game. Like he don't do nothing else. Like, bro. He ain't got no post game. It's just be like, all right, bro. Like he done. He can't shoot the ball. He don't got no go to move. Like, I don't know.
Just lobs and dunks, bro.
Yeah, like his game is he got a that's another Cabela.
Nah, he a little better than Clint Capella. I ain't gonna go that far.
He better. He just the same. He got the same. Like I said, he got a better game than he like the Michael Jordan of
Of
Cabela's.
Clint
That's all
Capella.
I'm saying. But no, D Mitch is he different. He definitely a superstar.
Donovan Mitchell. I mean, I ain't gonna give him superstar yet. I mean, you gotta get out the second round. I mean, that's what they be saying about
I,
Embiid. So you gotta keep the
yeah,
same energy with
yeah.
that. Yeah. He said y'all too old to be like. It's funny because the Sixers, their average age is what, 27 or 28.
Bro,
I
our
think
average
28.
age is that, but our average height is like 6'2". Like,
Yeah,
dog, what we
that's
doing?
crazy.
Come on, man. Everybody's short on the team. Like, that's my another thing with Maury. Why he keep drafting a guy that, like, let's just say he's supposed to play the three. The dude height would be like 6'4", but he played a three. I was like, what are we doing, bro? Stop drafting these guys at 6 feet, playing out of position. I love Yabusele, but he is not a five, bro. Put him
Right.
on the floor, please, bro. And and that damn Eric Gordon is not a two, bro. He's short. He's too short to play the two. He's been playing the two his whole entire life, and he never did anything with it. Like, cause he's really a point guard size. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
like
he like
6'2",
6'2".
6'3".
He was doing that on the Rockets. The whole team was shorter than the actual position that they was playing. It's insane.
Yeah.
You draft Isaiah Joe. He's skinny as shit. Oh my god, 90 pounds. He down there as strong as Devontae Smith. I'm like, bruh, what? Why we always draft these dudes that don't have the body type for the position? I don't understand.
But I mean, Isaiah Joe's balling with the what you
He
call
is.
it?
But that team suits him. The run and gun
Right.
team. They run
Right.
and gun. But the
Right. They
West is
attack you
usually
in
run and gun
transition.
teams.
Yeah,
You
they
can't get drafted
Mhm.
in the East and think you're going to become a shooter. The only team that really be shooting their lights out is really Boston on the East side. Most of the teams that you want to become a 3-point shooter and run all the time is you usually want to play on the West conference. Play on the East conference. It's mostly dealing with like gritty games and you know what I mean. Like you don't really
Mhm.
see nobody like killing it from the three-point line in the East like that. They all about really defense and stuff like that. That's what I started to notice over the years. Like West,
Inside
you
play.
see
Mhm.
a lot of fast play. You see a lot of fast. You know what I mean? More. I feel like the West got more of a like a um like a defining basketball type game. Like a lot of
Mhm.
you know what I mean. A lot of textbook basketball.
Yeah.
East is more defensive games. You're gonna see a lot of. You're not gonna see a lot of 120. You know what I mean? Points scored. Well, maybe because I watch the Sixers all the time. We only scoring 70.
Hey, that's true. I mean, the last two games that we just played, the teams held us to under 90 points. So that's true right there. That's a fact right there.
Yeah, it's insane, bro. What have you ever watched a team in 2020 the 20 plus only scores 80 points? What
80
the f-
points.
is going? What
That's
is happening?
man, 89 points, 87 points, and can't even crack 100 points. That's sad. That's sad.
I don't
But you
know. I
watch the you
don't
watch
know.
the you watch the Sacramento Kings and some of these teams, they dropping 120, Phoenix 120, 125, 130.
Yeah, because they drafting Kentucky players, bro, that can play basketball.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm happy that we got McCain, because I'm like, bro, they playing on. He finally drafted from schools that actually like drafting from DePaul and get Paul Reed and bro, what we doing, nigga? Like,
Well, that was the first time I ever heard that college.
like, come on, man, draft from where you gonna find the shooters. We drafted from Arkansas and sat there and got what's his name? Ricky Council. Like, I love his athleticism, but he can't shoot. Like,
Can't
bruh,
shoot.
he got a hitch in the shot like Caleb Murray.
Oh man.
I wonder what school he played in. I gotta look
Yeah,
that up.
I think he went to some college in North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina or something.
Oh, he went to North Carolina?
Now, some college in North Carolina.
Bruh, we see that's what I'm talking about.
It's
We
just,
ain't got the team. We ain't got the
I
colleges
mean,
where they got the shooters, man.
he was undrafted, I think. I mean, once the draft, I mean, you're not gonna really get any good players
Yeah.
that's undrafted. So
Kyle Lowry played at Villanova, but he too old.
too old, bro. Got a lot of miles on those legs, bro.
It's insane, man.
He went through Wichita State.
Yeah. But hey, man, that's all I got for you, bro. I had to chop it up for you for a minute, man.
Yeah, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you,
Alright.
bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate
Peace.
your thoughts. Great points, man. Great points, like usual. Oh, he went to Arkansas. I mean, I don't really follow college basketball like that, so I didn't even know about that. But he transferred to Arkansas, but okay. But yeah, I mean, a lot of great points, man. A lot of great points, a lot of trolling, a lot of criticism. J. Cool gonna do, he gonna do what he do, right? He gonna criticize the Sixers every time. And I mean, the Sixers are giving him the reasons to do that, right? Because they're not performing to the level that they should be performing at. They're not playing at the level that they should be playing at. So, I mean, the sporting page, and he said Embiid got to play like Bill Russell. I mean, guess what, sporting page? I agree with you, right? I agree with you, and that part, that's what we agree at, right? I want Embiid to be more defensive, kind of like Wilt Chamberlain did when he got to the Sixers. Right, when he started focusing more on defense and rebounding, and using his gravity to pass more, guess what? That really elevated his team's offenses. And guess what? The Sixers they were able to win, and that's the only team that won in the '60s. So yeah, I wouldn't mind if Embiid took an approach like that. I wouldn't mind at all. Now I know you said I shouldn't speak on anything anything in the '60s, and so I ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, shout out to the sporting page though. Is Tyrese Maxey overrated? I don't think. I mean, it depends where you got him at. But from the consensus, I don't think he. I mean, he is sometimes. I mean, top 15 player. I don't think he's a top 15 player. Now, top 15 guard. Yeah, he definitely is a top 15 point guard. I had him top 10 on my list. So, but as a player, I don't think. Yeah, having him over Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker and those guys. Yeah, that's he's overrated when you do that. But he's still elite. He's still elite. But yeah. So like I said, I think this team meeting that they had, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, right? The good thing is, I mean, they could be much motivated, go on a run, an unprecedented run, win 30 straight games in a row, who knows, right? But it could also go bad where, this could be the beginning of the end of the process, and maybe Embiid might get traded. Embiid need to play like Jared. Man, bro, you a troll, bro. You is a troll. You is a troll, bro. Jared Allen, man, come on, bro. But yeah, but I just think this. I think something positive comes out of this, and like I said, I'm really happy that Maxey was able to call him out on this. Now, only thing I don't like is for it to be all in the media like this, and the Sixers are always in the news, and it's not a good look in my opinion. But still sometimes sometimes bad quote unquote bad things have to happen for a good thing to happen. I don't know if y'all get what I mean, but I mean years ago when we saw Marcus Smart call out Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, where they were the 10th seed or 11th seed in the Eastern Conference. Guess what? They made a run, finished as the second seed, and got to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now I'm not saying that the same thing is going to happen with the Sixers. I mean, for that to happen, Elias to go, guys are going to have to step up. Embiid is going to have to step up, be the leader that he's supposed to be, right? Other guys, you have to be healthy and things of that nature. He says the bad times are the good times if you're an intelligent man. Yeah, exactly. So yes, I hope something positive comes out of this. Now I have to go check out the reports that says that Embiid was upset that Maxey called him out. But I mean, if you weren't doing your job, he wouldn't have called you out. So you got to do your job. So I think I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to my guy Cottage81. Salute to Cottage81. Salute to the sport and Paige. Yeah, rest in peace, Bob Love. Rest in peace. I was on KB's stream and I did say that he was a top 5 Chicago Bull before, But yeah, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. Shout out to Tune In Sports. Shout out to the Knicks fans that was in the building. Shout out to E. Gibson. Shout out to A. Appreciate you, A, for stopping by, bro. Appreciate you. J. Cool. Thomas had to, he was in the building, but he had to leave. Had to go take care of something. So shout out to Thomas as well. Now, I saw a comment that said Thomas is making excuses. I don't think Thomas is making excuses. I mean, Thomas really criticizes Embiid. Like, Thomas is on the same tier as Sporting Page in terms of criticizing Embiid. Like, he really gives him all the smoke. Right, but I think he was just speaking on the knee condition. That's all he was saying. But when Embiid comes up short, trust me, he criticizes Embiid. All right, so you said the troll got trolled. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It was a great episode. Appreciate my guy RJ for stopping by. The first time on the panel. Shout out to J. Cool, Tune In Sports, Humble. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely tune in into the Cavs and the Celtics game tonight. I mean, I want the Cavs to beat the Boston Celtics. I ain't gonna lie, but we'll have to see. But I mean, Cleveland is playing some good basketball, bro. You definitely have to give them their props. They playing some good basketball, but Tune In Sports, like I always tell you, until it's time to play the Knicks, the lights get brighter for Jared Allen. Until it's time to play the Boston Celtics, he quits on his coach. So will he quit on his coach this year? Will the lights be bright again this year? We'll see. But yeah, shout out to each and every person that tuned in. Shout out to my guy Brian Pumper again for the $5 super chat. Brian Pumper is very, very funny. He be in the Sixers YouTube streets, and he very funny, bro. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace.